Red Dead Redemption 2, a fantastic game that released in 2018. Now, of course, when Red Dead 2 did release, we were on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And, well, since then, of course, we've got the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series S, and the Xbox Series X. Now, when Red Dead 2 released, of course, with those being the main consoles, the game was 30 frames per second, it was 1080p, and everything was fine, to be completely honest with you. It was a great experience for 2018, it was absolutely fantastic, and the graphics still to this day are absolutely fantastic, and it was a really nice experience. Of course, it didn't release on PC straight away in 2018, we got that later on in 2019, I believe the January, was it 2019? Something like that, we got it pretty early on. It was definitely 2019, but yeah, we got it around then. It might have been the end of 2019 actually, but either way, that year we got it on PC. And oh, just ran over that guy. And what I'm trying to get at here is, of course, there is no next generation version of the game. Now, yeah, when it did release, there was no next generation consoles. It would have been stupid for there to be a next generation version if there wasn't a next gen console. So obviously, yeah, it released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as it should do, PC a bit later on, and it was great. It was a great experience. Obviously, 30 frames then was fine. That was a playable experience. It wasn't going to get much better than that. It couldn't, since there was no other option. And then, obviously, we got to 2020, which was, well, yeah, 2 years after the release of the game on the older consoles. And then at the end of 2020, of course, we got that PlayStation 5 live stream, where we got the reveal of GTA 5 arriving on those next-gen consoles. Now, of course, people were disappointed to see that GTA 5 logo and not something with a 6 in it. That's what everyone wanted to see, even in 2020, and to be honest, still to this day, we haven't really seen anything with a 6 in it. We've had just confirmation, but nothing, actually revealing GTA 6. We're still on GTA 5. So, yeah, in 2020, GTA 5 expanded and enhanced got revealed, and then in 2021, I believe it was 2021, or it might have been 2022, I can't remember off the top of my head, to be completely honest with you. But either way, we then got GTA 5 expanded and enhanced, and it didn't go down particularly well. It wasn't the best release Rockstar Games have had, and to be honest, nothing's been extremely successful with Rockstar Games since, well, since Red Dead Redemption 2, really. There's sort of a lot of negative stuff's happened since then. But either way, it was a next generation version, and it did improve the game. Of course, until then, GTA 5 was also just 30 frames per second and didn't have the next gen support that we get with, of course, the newer next gen games. We had no haptic feedback, there was no support for the controller, no stupid fast load times or anything like that. We didn't get ray tracing or anything like that with the old version of GTA 5. But then, of course, with Expand and Enhance, we got all of that. We got ray tracing, we got the higher frame rates, we got the different performance modes, we got improved graphics, we got improved, shading, of course, with the ray tracing. We then got ray trace reflections later down the line. We also got a bit of new content, and overall, the game was a better experience. Definitely was an improvement. Having to pay a high price for that, of course, isn't a great thing, but people paid for it. People bought it, and it was free. GTA Online was free on PlayStation Plus and everything like that. It wasn't hard to get your hands on it, to be completely honest, but it was a bit overpriced. But either way, we did get a next generation version of GTA 5. Now, of course, GTA 5 is the older game of both Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5. So you would think that Red Dead 2, even if it didn't get it first, would definitely get one. And well, here we are halfway through 2023, and there are absolutely no signs at all of a next generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2. We did just get the release of Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, and that's a whole another mess of a release in itself. I've done an honest review of Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation 5, and I'll link that video at the end of this video and in the description below if you're interested in checking that out. So we didn't get a next generation version of that either. So obviously, to then get a next generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2 after that seems even more unlikely. It's just disappointing, since at the moment Red Dead 2 just runs at 30 frames per second, and this is on a PlayStation 5 right now. It doesn't look bad, but of course it could look even better with some ray tracing and everything like that, but we just don't get that with Red Dead 2 at the moment. Now, of course, on PC, you're able to get mods for improved graphics, and you're, of course, able to get that very, very, very high frame rate, depending on how powerful your PC is. But on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, we don't get that. We're just getting the sort of standard experience, and it's really no different at all to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Of course, the graphics are slightly better. They're as best as they possibly can be for the old version of the game. And of course, we're getting a very, very, very consistent 30 frames per second, since the game is more than capable of pulling off 60. But yeah, it's really disappointing that we don't have that yet, and the fact there's no real signs of it. And to be honest, they could charge a high price for it, even if it was just 60 frames per second. and literally just, you know, supported the DualSense controller, had those really fast loading times and everything like that, people would buy it. People really, really would buy it, since Red Dead Redemption 2 is an outstanding game. They wouldn't be happy about the price point. I wouldn't be happy about the price point, but I'd still buy it. Same with sort of the Red Dead Redemption new version on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. People still buy it because it's a great game that people want to be able to play. So to be able to have full support for this game on next generation consoles, I just think it's really stupid for that not to be a thing. I feel like it really, really should be a thing. The game's outstanding, and I think it's just Rockstar missing out on money, to be completely honest with you. I don't understand the reasoning behind not fully supporting this game, not fully backing this game on those next generation consoles. Of course, since 2021, we've not even had a full major update for Red Dead Online either. So it's been 2 years now since a major update for Red Dead Online, and 2 years since anything really for Red Dead Redemption 2 as a whole. Now, yeah, the game works on PlayStation 5 absolutely fine, it's playable experience, and with it being the PS4 version, you can get it for a very, very, very cheap price, and it's an absolute steal. But it's not a PS5 version, it's not what GTA 5 have, and I feel like they could do something like they did with GTA 5, or even less. They could literally just release a patch update, keep it as a PS4 version, just release a 60 FPS patch for Series X and also for the PlayStation 5. I think that would be great, and then maybe on Series S you can make it 1440p at 30 frames, just something like that. I just feel like anything really, just to improve the game a bit, since of course it's a great game. The graphics don't really need improving, the graphics are amazing. Of course, maybe a bit of ray trace reflections or something like that would be a really nice addition, but they don't need improving. I just think the frame rate is the main issue, and maybe a bit of extra content would be nice as well. But just to be able to experience that Red Dead 2 story on a next generation console at 60 frames per second would be really, really nice. Of course, on PC, players already get that luxury. You're good to go. The game on PC is a great experience, but it just could be so much better in my opinion. I don't understand. They could make this paid, they can make it free. People would buy it, people would play it, and I feel like Rockstar can make a lot of money just from a basic next-gen upgrade. It doesn't even have to be that good. If they just made it 60 frames per second, maybe it slightly improved the resolution of the game, and they could charge £50 for that, and people would still buy it. And I think people at the end of the day, they wouldn't be happy with the price, but they'd still play it, and they'd enjoy the fact it is a much better experience for those next generation consoles. It's just disappointing to see that we don't get that, and I feel like, you know, the GTA 5 Expanded Enhanced really should also have happened on Red Dead Redemption 2. I remember when they did the second PS5 live stream showcasing different games, I was praying for something Red Dead 2 related, but unfortunately we just didn't get that. And of course, you know, Rockstar's main focus now is GTA 6, 100%. But if they can pull off a Red Dead Redemption port over to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, there's no way they can't just, you know, slightly improve Red Dead Redemption 2 for the next generation consoles. That's just my opinion on the matter, and I did just want to make this video talking about why Red Dead Redemption 2 should get a next generation version, and also, you know, why hasn't it? That's what I want to question. I want to question Rockstar for why they haven't done that, since I see no reason not to. I just think it's a massive money maker for them, and you know, they do certainly love their money these days. But either way, that does just about wrap up things here. It was just a video talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, what it's like on the next generation consoles, why there should be a next generation upgrade, and questioning why there hasn't been one as of yet. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this down in the comments below, and let me know whether you think there will be a next generation update at some point down the line for Red Dead 2. But yeah, that does just about wrap up things here. Now, on screen you are seeing a link to a different video. Hit the link on the screen if you are interested in watching that.